There, as you make the horse appear out of nothing, brushing shadows on the silver flanks, gray satin shimmers on the page, and then this mysterious rider like an exquisite knife handle, which culminates in the head of a rapacious bird. Now the pen clicking, teeth in the air, prepares the cross-hatching, the stars and scales, and thin lines give rise to volumes of stone, out of which flows the azure sky, as if from invisible cracks. A flaring cape streaming behind, the horned gestures smile, emblazons the need for heraldry, and the process of grafting pearls, having been understood, is abandoned in the pursuit of something else, still without limits, white thoughts on black paper. I was balanced in the foundry and wanted to be made. I was found in the balance and made wanting. I have been bound to the valence and wanting weighed. In the time of change, we will become even more strange.
Magnetic lines of force attract and repel while we spiral around the sun, trifling with psychic gravity. Await the asteroid, the return of Icarus to the sea. The black wave is upon us, O God. Your corona is shivering with light. The flying mountain shocks the seed from its husk. Our mind yawns open as the plume rends concrete, and we enter silently, sure-footed as Indians, propping up the jaws of sleeping crocodiles. It is ours at last, the lava beds, the forests of pure carbon. Tangier telegram from the Majum traveler. Once I had switchboard word of Suleiman to know quick branches, forests of eyelids, herons of bright power. Believe me, opening spirit locks across body, the will to commit heart slide as big as a table. Do not name Bourne Peninsula place. Goodbye to previous actions. For a time I listened, spoken wishes, hollow moments to a rendezvous. Gradually individual atoms scream, washed reflection, refract radiance, moving closer between stars. Blood bursting cloud and the whole house is ready. Make way for luminous candle flicker of mysteries, astral cascade, endow light erection of all things, conscious crenation to know me in the vacuum. New flowing textures to jeweled passages and hydrogen tents, mongrel breath at dawn. Eternity has my eyes forever under unnameable obstacles. I see a world of frozen stillness, hands in balance, seeds left inside self. Awake, soaring, become shadow in processions of light and horses. Great shears of light in the skyborn peninsula, my lips, the soul in darkness, doing eyeless vision tricks, moving closer to the stars again. I myself in the dark room, informed with all voices. A stellar shadow falls over plate glass, flames in silver bottles, hallucinatory whispers. It's never bad to kill. The balance of the cosmos lies naked, as fakirs stumble towards succession. In the center of colors, the perfect dervish goes through the elaborate ritual, burial alive, Chinese water torture, until consciousness becomes routine on a faded rug, flipping sheets of power above the kingdom of cruelty, sticking pins to his cheeks and stopping his heart at will. I am this symphony in my temple on hills. I respond to hearts hidden gardens, touch on leafy places. I am the hazard and the form. I see flowering boughs of unknown blood, beyond all familiarity. The whole scene is gone. A few more minutes and it's over. The last bag of amphetamine at 4 in the morning. Exploding stars advancing toward the white dwarf state in Chinatown. Raising mutual tides, a man's foot runs up the steps with heavy vibrations and leaves the ark cover for the ark lined with saffron-colored silk and silver rings, just as the letter K is finally finished. Shocked out of his head, the centers are forced apart. An egg with a double yolk. Spectacular nova explosions promise final blow-up. Pow! Pow! Can you picture scenes like that? Children flipping out at the angle of incidents unravel the mystery of magnetism and sail to the China seas. Running through the streets of Essaouira with a beating heart in her hands. To what fell black-winged majesty does your beauty's shivering glance owe its silver talon and claw? What spider more fantastic came ever down from taut-stringed web to take its prey from realms of endless dreams and streams of airy currents where prisms are set aflame before the dawning day? Oh, say, Skullface gleams with ritual lips and rides a spirit steed, which laughing in the wind of time makes mockery of what all mortals fall to need. For having fallen, you fell to know the veil and flames of blind hearts show.
nothing of my useless love, for nothing which I have searched in vain. Only nothing is my cry, and nothing will be dancing when I die. Hello, hello, sing, nothing, sing for me. The love of someone who has nothing, younger than mine. Hello, hello, nothing, nothing, you and I, dressed in the color of the sky. Hello, hello, nothing, I love you, nothing, nothing, you and I. Dressed in the colors of the sky. I'm standing next to nothing. Hello, nothing. I love you. I am a strange and jealous you. I love without clinging, the absence of you being. It is nothing that I adore. Embrace me, nothing, so I can feel the darkness into which I'm born. Only nothing can feel the pain of my useless love. There's nothing that I have searched in vain. Only nothing is my cry, and nothing will be dancing when I die. Sing, 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 nothing, nothing, sing for me. A lullaby of someone who loves you, then going by. Hello, nothing, nothing, I love you. Nothing, you and I, dressed in the color of the sky. I love you, nothing, nothing, you and I, dressed in the color of the sky. Hello, nothing, nothing. nothing. I love you, nothing, nothing, you and I. Just in the color of this year.
Of your coming. The boy outside picking roses says it's 7, and the scab of Venus has fallen, leaving a blue star where you can live. The rain already has washed the morning, and still the dogs lay sleeping. I know too well the tricks of waiting, but now I go to greet your return. All night I prepare myself for daylight. Today you will come and bring the night of dark promise. The vaunted phones sing of tomorrow's rising. No longer distressed, death's cries assured, the ghost-given heralds the return flight, and love's alchemy makes the dying live. Girded at your gate, a single key suffices to open the narrow crypt, and the infinite gallery's blue whisper echoes between us, like stars compelled, we are held by flight. From the arm of Georgie, Sunyata, song to the winter sun. There was much wind, but I knew not how to call it. A room full of strangers, how familiar the feeling. How cold it must be barefoot at the fountain when the sun goes down. How the brown people love the blonde baby. How simply the moth rises to the light. The white horse which looks out from the wall suggests a journey I once might have taken. A covered memory reeking of sulfur. Words, they can go anywhere. Can they tell me where I come from? The name of my planet. The empty space, which was my home. The condemned murderer longs for a firing squad. Knows where to put the shadows you keep inside. Between hands there are worlds of ashes and thunder. Silent collisions of meaning. The utter sugar of nights taken for granted. They say the sun rises every day. That sleep is incidental, I say myself. And so I look to your face at dawn, rising over my grief, over the twice-told terrain violet with cypress, suffused with your eternal smile. I would offer my flesh to your tiger, turn your stone wheels with my water, longing for the peace. The stars say it will be clear. Let us meet in the sky then, till we come closer, down here. Day of the Basilisk, the Wayfarer's song. It started in the dark room, thinking that night had fallen at dawn. Then arising, we glued red eyes into the dry sockets of a dead bird, its belly full of dirty cotton. Then across the paddies and out of the town, where familiar figures of Kleist and Eschenbach rise from the road in eddies of dust. The voice of the changeling names the day of the Basilisk, usurped from the tyrant's quest to know how not to maim the gilded hind of self-knowledge. Lichvi sirens, shortchanged in a renaissance, spread out cracked wooden arms, split skulls of haunting beauty, smiling. Mud murtis made by nature distract Protean comments fearful of what is hidden, while the delicate head of Mahadev, whittled by the wind, still seals the lingam in the ancient temple. We look with Medusa's eyes at the firstborn fruits, the full breasts of the river, where there is no infidelity. The golden larva with the royal face of Narayan, hold it by the tail and call it by its name, Narayan, Narayan. It will dance for you and shake its head. We do not know, it lives only on air. We do not know if it is alive or if it is dead, so gilded its beauty. The face of Vishnu etches a dream of ancient seas, tinted with fallen light. Your face is everywhere. Your glory rings out over the peaks capped with flame. Your shadow is enclosed within your shadow. You watch yourself falling. While falling, you watch yourself looking down. You want to pick up the Taman corpse no one will touch. You call the children of darkness, refute the wasted years of salt poured into furrows. You see the thread needled to the hem of night, betrayed by the shinbone of day, where the fear is burned away. You look with basilisk eyes, turning the day to stone, touched and transfigured by the human, by the changing, by the eternal, the always repeating, alone. A cloud of quanta will only float instead of terra firma, and it will be a good thing that the terrible mouths will go, vanish Baba. Run to the Sangam naked in the middle of the night then, burn the veil of the Puna skull. The table has already turned over and over, and still we are dancing before the corpse of Aliknath, joining rifles who halo in the shadows of banners. The bamboo bars are broken, so what? If you leave me with the knife, I will cut holes in my own ears to let the air blow through Ram Shankar. On the hill of the third eye, the saffron mine draws parallels for the sake of the door, and the loot of a lifetime flashes in the sky as we shake Crawford's corner. Abdud says the baby is the guru's mother, and the very falcon which transcended yesterday is already returning to claim tomorrow. Entrance to paradise. Enter. The one-legged sadhu chases away the Maya hustler after giving him the fire of intention. We are all wood for your fire. Juna from the beginningless time. Am is Aum, Aham Brahasmi. I am Brahma. The night is full of sky speech. Turbaned reflections on the green fluorescence glow in spheres of violet fusion. The meaning of must as elephant intoxication must mean that the true temple has no stones. But we stay stoned in the stream of the Sangam. We are moved while moving in the purity of mud. As we go from tent to tent in the Naga camps. Sadhu means cool, they tell me. And this is the great Mela of India. If you want to know why I wear black, eat from the silver vial as the sadhu with crystal beads lines the glittering net around 3 feet of matted hair. And the sky speech fills the cone of this night. Abdud says, O Maharaj, Let me prostrate myself on the burning log of your fire. The entrance to paradise is a revolving door. Gothic declension for Auguste Rodin. On the bridge of blind arcades festooned by shadows under the starry arches, I read the bodies vibrating in windows and marvel at the restraint of stone before balustrades of spirit and light. A small candle flame flickering makes the tall cathedral dance in a mirage of sphinxes and Cambodian angels. As these interlaced tones enchant my brazen staff, the counterfeit centaur withdraws his immortal organ from the seamless nave of time-bound nights. What reflected remorse may graze the unprotected mind of heaven? What unrelieved pain may graze the curve of my shadow's neck by sevens? O dead gleam of dolphin striving, O hammered hawks of lustrous flutter, let these mangled syllables haunt the immense vaults where the soul retreats because of a draped nuance or an unturned spire. Anarchic lips soldered to a sublime idea suggest the song's return in the shape of unconquered fear. Sing for fetters if you would fetter fear. Sing for fetters if you would fetter fear. I love you without clinging to your phantom, yet your phantom still clings to me. I love you as I love the beauty of the random, while the fated fruit falls from the tree. And I see how even fate rides in tandem with the noseless mystery, how not even fate can countermand them when the will of lovers is free. Fossil cone, the desire to deviate widens the consciousness of Uranus itself. The reins of psychic vibration in Aquarian hands flutter over Empyrean flanks. This unexpected conjunction between sun and moon informs the magician that before completion is the moment given. Abdul says you should always remember where you are when you wake, never remember where you are when you fade. It mars the perfect disappearance we Aquarians would prefer not to make. It's hard to love what one cannot abide. It's hard to know destiny from inside. Just this, no need to hide denied. The desire to deviate approaches pride. Unfinished thought. The shadow of a palm leaf was enough to cover us. I remember the fullness of your silence, a cove where I moored my craft. The creature which lay stranded marks the zodiac's progress. The shadow caresses the dial, and the waves reflect the deadened starlight. And so I was myself, singing my own song, making wind rhyme with the sound of your sobbing. And I followed the Bon Nuari across the paddies, pressing upwards past the beckoning trees, brazen in the shameless springtime of red berries and blue arcades. I could have stolen the stony echoes of your streets, deserted in the lamplight, worn all the startling faces in flower, mortar, cloud, or clod, dazzled finery of feathers dancing by shadowlight in the recollected journey of an afternoon, bound like a golden comb, browsing alone among the untenanted arches. I dream of our next meeting with open heart. Would that we put our trust in bridges we once mounted at dawn. Would that two hearts singing as one would shatter together the face of memory and be free. In the place where still I go to meet you in the hollow of our ignorant souls, clouded by surrender, resonating mysteries, I burn on the heart's hearth, hanging upside down. Relinquished skeletons singing scorched refrains, nerve-branching clowns of fire, buckled doors of flesh, the skull adorned in its own attire, offers my flame to your icy fire. My flame, quivering before the wreck of your desire. Again you kiss me with your dorgy lips, It was in the lower echelons of the fourth monsoon. I remember when you came, a wild wind rising from the Bay of Bengal. And then you came softly too, blowing like perfume from the Arabian Sea. Then from the high plateaus, you descended so many times in blessing. But today your Georgie lips arrive unaware. Out of the fourth monsoon, they brush me. And this is the rain we make ourselves, wooing by magic the electrical connection, as if it were true, as if it were really you. Shandy, may Rolls preserve us.